I started out just like normal. We lived here in town, me and my mom and my dad, and we kind of we had it made pretty much. When I was 10, my dad passed away, and he'd been the one who made all the money for the family, and he kind of left us with the house, and me and my mom kind of we held close for a while, and we kind of grew apart a little bit as it started to get to us. There's not much to say about it. We did a lot of running. Kind of tried to we kind of tried to hide from things instead of dealing with them. It took me about 6 or 7 years to finally get to a point where I was ready to deal with things the right way. And by then, it'd gotten really bad. There was a lot of time on top of all the problems that I had to work through. After Dad passed away, I just got really angry, and as you'd expect, I didn't even know it at the time, but just like most people when these things happen, I was angry at God and denounced Christianity for quite a while. I didn't want anything to do with it. I went through all kinds of phases. I tried a bunch of different things that a lot of people said would make it better. Try to fill the void or ignore the problem, or I tried. For most of the time, I was just angry. I was just angry at everybody and everything. And for a while, I even tried some good ideas, but they didn't work out for me. I tried to love people, try to give back, but I didn't do it for the right reasons. I got into drugs. I got into just everything anybody said could turn me around, really. And it was years and years. I don't really remember. I must have been 13-ish or 14 or something when long story short, I got this autoimmune deficiency disease thing. It was called ITP, and basically, I'll spare you the details. What it did, it just kind of, my blood platelets were dying and being killed and things, so I was bleeding just all the time, whenever, wherever, for no good reason. I was bruising up a whole lot. I'd started a little bit of chemotherapy, not too bad. Just we took the pills, started losing my hair and things, and that's when it got the worst. They had tested me for cancer because none of the ITP treatments were working. They thought it might not even be that, and luckily it wasn't that. But I didn't expect it to come back when I became a Christian. I started attending church. It's strange how something like that can kind of make a person feel weird or kind of unclean or kind of alienated, like they don't really. You just feel kind of different. You feel kind of out of place, even though it's gone. You just kind of, it reminds me of like a leper in the Bible or something like that. It's a strange feeling. I didn't want to love him because, I felt like it was his responsibility to make sure I was happy, and he was letting these things happen. It was the sickness and the deaths in the family. Now, obviously, there's this huge difference. I got used to living without a father figure, and that's what God is. And to this day, it makes him really hard to understand. For me, it was all about the love, I guess. I ended up, I forget how, I didn't want to go, but I got dragged into going to a bluegrass Christian camp one year. I think it was after my freshman or sophomore year of high school. And I just saw a lot of things, a lot of people that really exemplified the love that I'd been looking for, that I'd been kind of afraid of, that, it kind of convinced me that God is where that kind of thing came from. And I definitely wanted to be a part of that. I kind of learned to accept the forgiveness. I don't really like to have a lot of help, and that was kind of a bad thing about it. I'm still kind of tearing down that wall to this day. I don't really like to be helped. I don't feel like I need to be helped sometimes, but that's exactly what I needed. I need to realize that God was bigger and better than me or anything, and it was up to him to kind of step in and take control.